10% rule can also be known as the energy pyramid or the trophic pyramid. It describes the transfer of energy through different trophic levels in a single ecosystem. It helps explain why energy starts decreasing as you move up the food chain or pyramid, from plants that are producers to herbivores that are primary consumers to carnivores that are secondary consumers. The main energy source in most ecosystems is sunlight, which plants or phytoplanktons capture through photosynthesis. These producers convert sunlight into chemical energy, which is then used to grow and reproduce. When the primary consumers eat plants, they consume the energy that the plants store, but only about 10% of the energy that the primary consumes is given to them for usage. The remaining 90% of the energy is lost in the process.
As you go higher in the food chain, from herbivores to primary carnivores that are the secondary consumers, only about 10% of the energy from one of the levels is set to the next. So for example, if a lion eats an antelope, only about 10% of the energy of the antelope that attained the energy from eating the plants is passed on to the lion. The energy disappears at each trophic levels because animals or organisms use most of the energy they consume for normal functions like movement, reproduction, and keeping their temperature to survive. Only a small bit is stored as biomass, allowing it to be passed on when another predator eats it. Mainly, the 10% rule explains why ecosystems have fewer top predators than producers or herbivores. It's not only less energy available at higher trophic levels, but also why there tends to be more biomass at the base of the food web, and why populations tend to decrease as you are higher in the food chain.